there's something in the air that few are talking about, something that could completely change the way Newcastle United fans see the last transfer window. You might have heard the rumours, the headlines, the criticism, but very few noticed the silent twist the club managed to avoid. Today, we'll dive into a story of smart decisions, near disasters averted, and profiles that defy expectations. You'll want to stick around for this one. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, do it now. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. It helps the channel grow and keeps exclusive Newcastle United updates coming straight to those who truly love the club. It's a small gesture, but it makes a big difference in keeping this flow of reliable info alive. Amid the highs and lows of modern football, there are transfers that become martyrs before a ball is even kicked. Deals that shine only on paper or in headlines, but whose consequences stretch far beyond the pitch. The entire Premier League watched what seemed like a busy and ambitious Newcastle window. Bold targets, big money, sky-high expectations. But behind the spotlight, market agents pointed out flaws, ignored warnings, and curious contrasts between real success and missed opportunities. And that's exactly where we come in. Agents believe Newcastle dodged a bullet, a financial blow that could have become a £73 million burden. Two other similar deals are also being questioned. This investigation shows how certain moves we didn't make, or pulled out of just in time, actually saved us from serious headaches. Based on a recent survey by The Athletic, which interviewed 20 anonymous football agents, strong criticism has emerged, especially regarding failed or controversial targets, and some that could have cost the club dearly had they gone through. Here's the revelation many didn't expect. The main target in question is Benjamin Sesko, who moved to Manchester United for around £73 million and was named by 6 of those agents as the worst deal of the summer window. He chose Old Trafford despite higher offers from other clubs, including Newcastle. His Premier League performances so far have been underwhelming, with few goals and what many describe as a start far too slow for such a heavy investment. The agents went further. They labeled Seko's deal as too much money, too soon. Another added, too much cash for too little pedigree. The criticism didn't stop there. Some even said that social pressure and the urge to make a statement in the market led to rushed, emotion-driven decisions. Beyond Seko, 2 more deals were heavily criticized. James Trafford, once a Newcastle target, who ended up back at Manchester City due to contractual clauses that allowed City to match any bid, and Yoane Wissa, signed for about £55 million. Seen as an injury-prone player who then suffered another knee injury shortly after his move. Trafford, a former City Academy favourite, returned to the Citizens after their buyback clause was triggered, ending any hope he'd become Newcastle's new number 1. Wissa, on the other hand, was ruled out with injury before he even had a chance to prove his worth. And some agents say it was a high cost for a clear risk. So, what made Newcastle the silent winner of this transfer window was the absence of mistakes. Avoiding the lavish investment in Seko, pulling out of deals that carried too much risk, those were the smart plays. These decisions, while sometimes unpopular, seem to have spared the club from a string of potential problems that could have hit hard later on. To reinforce that point, even though Newcastle made promising signings such as Nick Woltemade, who recently scored his first goal for Germany and looks like a future attacking asset, the real victory lies in what the club didn't do. Avoiding flashy but risky signings has proven to be as valuable as any big-name arrival. That contrast between what was done and what wasn't defines whether a transfer window was truly successful. Fans often focus on the names that arrive, the price tags, the excitement, but rarely discuss the ones that didn't happen and their hidden consequences. That's where Newcastle's strategy appears more mature than most realized. If you enjoy this kind of in-depth analysis, become part of this community of supporters who crave more than rumors and headlines. Subscribe to the channel. Share the video with fellow fans. That's how we keep bringing in reliable sources and exclusive insights others tend to ignore. Speaking of sources, this story is based on a survey by The Athletic with 20 anonymous football agents, as well as cross-referenced performance data from official Premier League matches and public injury records for the players mentioned. Every piece of information comes from trusted, specialist outlets, so you can follow what's really happening with confidence. In the end, Newcastle fans, what we learn is simple. Sometimes the best signing is the one that never happens. Walking away from a £70 million gamble or passing on risky high-cost targets can be just as valuable as landing a star name. Stay tuned for upcoming videos, where we'll break down every Newcastle signing through stats, agent opinions, and detailed analysis. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe. It helps not just the channel, but keeps you the true supporter, one step ahead with the latest Newcastle United news.